Welcome to Section 2 of Module 3, Worksite Health Promotion and Enterprise Wellness Solutions. As outlined in your course manual, this section shifts your focus from program design to something that often determines success before a wellness initiative ever launches: the structure of the client organization itself. One of the most common mistakes wellness professionals make, as emphasized in the course manual, is treating a corporate organization like a single buyer with a unified set of priorities. In reality, organizations are layered systems with multiple decision makers, competing agendas, and structural factors that shape every procurement decision. Your ability to interpret that system, to understand who holds power, who controls the budget, and who can quietly stop a proposal, is just as important as the quality of the program you design. This matters because even the strongest evidence-based program will fail if it is misaligned with the organizational decision structure. As described in your course manual, a corporate organization is not a single decision maker, but a distributed system of authority. No one person approves, funds, and champions a wellness program. Instead, you are navigating a landscape where human resources, finance, executive leadership, and often legal or risk management all evaluate your proposal through different lenses. The course manual emphasizes three implications. Decision authority is distributed, meaning approval rarely comes from a single conversation. Each stakeholder role operates from distinct priorities, and organizational readiness varies depending on size, industry, culture, and wellness history. This matters because without mapping the system first, you risk presenting the right solution to the wrong audience. As reinforced in the course manual, discovery is not optional, it is foundational. Understanding the decision landscape strengthens every subsequent conversation and positions you as a strategic partner rather than a vendor. Your course manual highlights HR and benefits leadership as your most common entry point into corporate wellness relationships. Understanding their professional drivers allows you to align your messaging more effectively. The HR director is typically the internal sponsor of the program. They focus on employee engagement, organizational culture, and workforce well-being. Their professional credibility is closely tied to how employees experience company initiatives. The benefits manager, as outlined in the course manual, manages operational execution, compliance, reporting, logistics, and vendor coordination. Their priorities are reliability and administrative efficiency. The course manual also identifies the benefits broker as a high-leverage relationship. Though external, brokers influence both HR and finance decision-making. This matters because aligning your proposal with the lived realities of HR and benefits increases trust and adoption. When you understand what each stakeholder values, you reduce friction and increase the probability of long-term partnership. No wellness program moves forward without financial approval. Even if the CFO is not present in early discussions, their influence shapes final decisions. Finance evaluates proposals through the lens of return on investment. While HR may prioritize engagement and culture, the CFO focuses on cost avoidance, claims reduction, productivity impact, and financial risk. The course manual references the widely cited benchmark of approximately $3.27 return for every dollar invested in well-designed wellness programming. However, it also stresses the importance of using client-specific data whenever possible. This matters because presenting a wellness initiative solely as a well-being strategy without translating it into financial language undermines your credibility. Your course manual reinforces that financial fluency is not optional in enterprise wellness, it is a professional requirement. Your course manual identifies the Chief Human Resources Officer as a strategic level stakeholder who shapes broader talent and culture initiatives. While HR directors execute programs, the CHRO evaluates how wellness integrates into retention strategy, employer branding, and organizational identity. Positioning your program within broader workforce strategy elevates it from a benefit to a strategic asset. As discussed in the course manual, this framing can transform wellness from a discretionary expense into a leadership priority. Risk management represents another key stakeholder, especially in high-risk industries. The organizing framework referenced in your course manual is the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health Total Worker Health Model, which integrates safety and overall well-being. Aligning with this framework opens doors to cross-departmental collaboration and additional funding streams. This matters because understanding strategic and safety stakeholders expands your influence beyond HR, increasing both program stability and organizational impact. Your course manual emphasizes that visible executive support is the strongest predictor of wellness program participation. When executives publicly endorse and personally engage in wellness initiatives, participation rates increase significantly. Leadership behavior signals organizational values. However, executive sponsorship alone is insufficient without readiness. The course manual outlines several readiness indicators: workforce size, geographic distribution, industry risk profile, leadership culture, and prior wellness history. A failed past initiative may create skepticism that must be addressed directly. This matters because committing to design without assessing readiness exposes both you and the client to avoidable failure. As reinforced in the course manual, rigorous qualification protects your professional credibility and ensures program alignment. Your course manual presents stakeholder mapping as a professional competency. Most wellness procurement processes involve 5 to 7 internal stakeholders, each capable of accelerating or stalling approval. Mapping who funds, who champions, who formally approves, and who can block a decision is foundational. The course manual emphasizes tailoring communication for each audience. The same program feature must be framed differently depending on whether you are speaking to finance, HR, or risk management. Building multi-level relationships also strengthens program resilience. As noted in your course manual, single contact engagements are fragile. If your internal champion leaves, the program becomes vulnerable. This matters because enterprise wellness is not just about program design, it is about navigating organizational systems. Strategic mapping increases durability and long-term success. As summarized in your course manual, corporate organizations are multi-stakeholder systems. Treating them as single decision makers undermines effectiveness from the outset. HR, benefits, finance, executive leadership, and risk management each evaluate wellness through distinct professional lenses. Adapting your message accordingly is a strategic necessity, not a communication preference. Executive sponsorship predicts participation success. Organizational readiness determines feasibility. Stakeholder mapping determines sustainability. This matters because your credibility as a wellness professional depends not only on your understanding of health promotion, but on your ability to operate competently within complex organizational environments. In the next section, as outlined in your course manual, you will apply these principles directly to the enterprise sales process and the pre-proposal organizational assessment.